Hello, my friends. I'm Emma from Eclectic Witchcraft, and today I want to talk about the meaning of your Pluto sign. Your Pluto sign might have an intense influence on you. In astrology, the planet Pluto is known as a malefic planet, and its influence is said to be felt more powerfully by entire generations, rather than individuals. Each Plutonian generation must face and overcome the challenges associated with this powerful planet. Your Pluto sign can help you understand your own inner world, and how it relates to others. The Pluto sign reveals your deepest desires and ambitions, what you are willing to do to achieve them, and what obstacles may stand in your way. Pluto is an astrological planet that represents death, rebirth, and transformation. It is the most powerful planet in the solar system, and its energy can be both destructive and regenerative. Pluto rules over the 8th house of sex, death, and regeneration. Its energy is intense, passionate, and often obsessive. When Pluto is strong in a person's chart, they are likely to experience extreme highs and lows in their life. They may be attracted to taboo or dangerous activities, and have a deep need for power and control. Pluto also governs birth charts related to crime or trauma. The potential for great transformation exists, but only if the individual members of a Plutonian generation are willing to do the work required. Here are some of the most important things to know about your Pluto sign and its generational influence. Pluto in Aries. Pluto stays in Aries for approximately 29 years. The Pluto in Aries generation is a powerful one. They are fearlessly independent and always striving to be the best. Unfortunately, this can also make them quite impulsive and easily angered. But their determination is unrivaled, and they always find a way to succeed even if it means breaking some rules along the way. They tend to be attracted to careers that allow them to use their natural aggression and strength, such as law enforcement or military roles. However, their power can just as easily be used for more nefarious purposes if they're not careful. It's important for them to stay grounded and learn how to channel their energy constructively. A tarot card that could offer insight for this placement is the Tower. This card represents chaos and destruction, but also rebirth and new beginnings. The Pluto in Aries individual must learn how to navigate through difficult times, in order to come out stronger on the other side. There are several deities that could help this individual develop, such as Ares, Greek god of war, or Tyr, Norse god of war and justice. However, they must be careful not to get too caught up in their own power. The purpose of their soul is to learn how to use their strength for good, not just for themselves, but for the benefit of all. They will experience many ups and downs throughout their lifetime, but if they can stay true to themselves, they will always find a way to triumph. If you know someone with this placement, be sure to support them on their journey. They'll need all the help they can get. Their karmic contract is to learn how to use their power for good. It won't be easy, but if they can master this lesson, they will go on to achieve great things. Pluto and Taurus. Pluto stays in Taurus for approximately 32 years. The Pluto and Taurus generation is incredibly lucky, and their power and career potential are almost limitless. They do, however, have some fears and aspirations that should be taken into account. For example, they may be afraid of being unable to provide for themselves or their loved ones financially. Additionally, they may aspire to become wealthy or successful in order to gain the respect of others. Regardless of what these individuals set their sights on, they are sure to achieve it, thanks to the astrological placement of Pluto and Taurus. There are a few tarot cards that could offer insight into the lives of those with this placement. The first is the Tower, which suggests that these individuals may face some challenges or obstacles along the way. However, they have the strength and determination to overcome anything that stands in their way. Additionally, the Wheel of Fortune card indicates that these individuals are destined for great things. No matter what happens, they will always end up on top. There are a few deities that could help those with this placement to develop themselves further. For example, Thor can lend his strength and courage in times of need. Alternatively, Isis can provide guidance and wisdom when it comes to making important life decisions. Ultimately, it is up to each individual to decide which deity they wish to call upon for assistance. The purpose of the Pluto and Taurus generation's soul is to experience all that life has to offer. They are here to enjoy the good times and learn from the bad times. Additionally, they are meant to help others as much as possible. Whether it is through financial assistance or simply lending a listening ear, these individuals have the power to make a difference in the lives of those around them. If you are part of the Pluto and Taurus generation, know that you are incredibly lucky. Embrace your power and use it to create the life you've always dreamed of. You have everything you need to achieve greatness, so go out there and make it happen. Pluto and Gemini. Pluto stays in Gemini for approximately 30 years. The Pluto and Gemini generation is one of the most curious and inquisitive groups out there. They're always asking questions and seeking answers to the mysteries of life. Their insatiable thirst for knowledge often leads them down some dark and dangerous paths, but they're never afraid to explore the unknown. This group is also very creative and expressive. They have a natural gift for communication, and are able to express themselves in ways that others can't even begin to understand. This makes them excellent artists, writers, musicians, or any other type of creative professional. However, this placement can also create some challenges in their lives. For example, they may find it difficult to commit to anything or anyone, because they're always looking for something new and exciting. Additionally, their need for independence can sometimes put them at odds with authority figures or those who want them to conform to societal norms. But ultimately, these individuals are here to challenge conventionality and push boundaries both within themselves and society as a whole. There are a few tarot cards that could provide some insight for this group. The first is the Magician, which symbolizes their natural ability to communicate and express themselves. The second is the Fool, which represents their desire to explore new things and take risks. And finally, the Hermit, which reminds them that sometimes the best way to learn is by going within and listening to their own inner wisdom. When it comes to luck, power, and career success, this generation has the potential for all three. However, they'll need to be careful not to get too caught up in materialism or let their egos get the better of them. If they can stay grounded and focus on using their talents for good, they'll be able to achieve great things. As far as deities go, there are many that could help this group develop both creatively and spiritually. One option is Apollo, the Greek god of music and poetry. He represents creative expression and helps those who invoke him to find their own unique voice. Another option is Hermes, the trickster god who also happens to be a master communicator. He can teach this group how to use their words wisely and navigate challenging situations with tact and diplomacy. Finally, there's Athena, goddess of wisdom and war strategy. She can guide them through difficult times, while helping them maintain a clear head, so they can make smart decisions, even when emotions are running high. The purpose of this generation's soul is twofold: to express themselves creatively and to help others do the same. They're here to show the world that creativity isn't just for artists, it's for everyone. And by sharing their gifts with others, they can help open up a whole new world of possibilities. Pluto and Cancer. Pluto stays in Cancer for approximately 25 years. The Pluto and Cancer generation is one of the most powerful and influential generations of our time. They're driven by their need to feel secure and protected, and their deep emotional nature gives them an edge when it comes to understanding and manipulating others. However, their fears can also hold them back from achieving their full potential. These individuals are often highly intuitive and have a strong connection to the spiritual realm. They may be interested in exploring alternative forms of healing such as energy work or shamanism. Their natural empathy makes them excellent healers, but they must learn to trust their own instincts and not allow themselves to be taken advantage of by those who would exploit their compassionate nature. Their karmic contract involves learning how to use their power for good, instead of using it for personal gain or control over others. If they can learn to master this energy, they will become unstoppable forces for positive change in the world around them. Tarot can be an excellent tool for gaining insights into the Pluto and Cancer energy. The Suit of Cups is associated with the sign, and cards such as the Empress or the Hierophant can offer guidance on how to harness this powerful energy for positive change. Deities such as Sekhmet, Bastet, or Hathor may also be called upon to assist in the development of this generation's unique abilities. The moon goddess Selene is also a powerful ally for those born under the sign. The Pluto and Cancer generation has the potential to be one of the most loving and compassionate groups of people on the planet. However, they must learn to use their power wisely, or they will find themselves at the mercy of their own fears. Pluto and Leo. Pluto stays in Leo for approximately 18 years. Pluto and Leo is a powerful generation. They are passionate and creative, but can also be quite dramatic. Pluto and Leo people are lucky in love and have a strong sex drive. They often achieve success in their chosen fields, but may also suffer from power struggles and betrayal. Their karmic contract is to learn to trust their own intuition and inner strength. Pluto and Leo people are often afraid of being alone, abandoned, or rejected. They may also struggle with issues of self-worth and confidence. Pluto and Leo individuals should turn to the tarot card the Sun for insight and guidance. The Sun is a symbol of hope, vitality, and success. It reminds us that we are all unique and special beings deserving of love and happiness. There are several deities who can help Pluto and Leo people develop their talents and reach their potential. Apollo is the Greek god of music, poetry, and art. He can inspire creativity and greatness. Horus is the Egyptian god of protection. He can help us overcome our fears and find our courage. Lakshmi is the Hindu goddess of wealth, prosperity, and good fortune. She can bring abundance into our lives. The purpose of Pluto and Leo's soul is to shine brightly in the world using their gifts and talents. They are here to inspire others and make a difference in the world. Pluto and Leo people have the power to transform their lives and the lives of those around them. Pluto and Virgo. Pluto stays in Virgo for approximately 15 years. The Pluto and Virgo generation is one of the most fascinating of all the astrological placements. These folks are gifted with an intense energy and power that can be both exhilarating and scary at times. They often have a strong intuitive sense about things and an uncanny ability to see into the future. As a result, they may be drawn to careers in which they can use their powers for good, such as healing or counseling. Alternatively, they may find themselves attracted to more shadowy professions, such as espionage or crime solving. Pluto and Virgo people are extremely hard workers and will often go above and beyond what is required of them in order to get the job done right. However, this determination can sometimes lead to burnout if they're not careful. It's important for them to learn how to take breaks and relax now and then, otherwise they may find themselves overwhelmed by stress. These folks also tend to be very analytical and critical thinkers. They're always trying to figure out how things work and why things don't work, which can make them excellent problem solvers. On the downside, this need for understanding everything can sometimes make them seem a bit cold or detached. Pluto and Virgo people are natural healers and often have a deep understanding of the human psyche. They may find themselves drawn to careers in counseling or medicine, where they can use their powers to help others. Additionally, their keen insights can also be useful in more practical fields such as business or politics. Tarot cards like the Suit of Swords, the Devil, and Death can offer insight into the Pluto and Virgo experience. These cards represent the power and intensity of this placement, as well as the potential for both positive and negative outcomes. Deities like Hecate, Hades, and Kali may be helpful to those with this astrological placement. These deities can teach us about using our power for good, dealing with difficult transitions, and transforming our shadows into light. The purpose of the Pluto and Virgo soul is to learn how to use their intense energy in service of others. When they're able to do this, they can be a force for great healing and change in the world. Pluto and Libra. Pluto stays in Libra for approximately 12 years. The Pluto and Libra generation are the witches of the zodiac. These beautiful souls have come to this earth to teach us about love, relationships, and balance. They're incredibly lucky in life, and their power lies in their ability to create harmony wherever they go. However, they can also be very unlucky in love, as their idealistic view of relationships often leads them into heartache. They should turn to the Lover's Tarot card for insight, as this will help them to navigate their complicated love lives. Pluto in Libra is also associated with the planet Venus, which governs love, beauty, and money. As such, these witches are often blessed with good looks and financial abundance. However, they can also be cursed with vanity and greed. The purpose of their soul is to bring balance into our world. They do this by teaching us about the power of love and relationships. However, they must be careful not to get lost in their own ideals, as this can lead to disillusionment. The karmic contract of this generation is to learn the importance of giving and receiving love. They must also learn to let go of their ideals, as these often prevent them from finding true happiness. As the witches of the zodiac, they have intense occult power to contend with. They must learn to use this power for good, or it will consume them. Pluto and Scorpio. Pluto stays in Scorpio for approximately 11 years. The Pluto and Scorpio generation is known for their depth of feeling and their intensity. They are often passionate about causes and can be very persuasive. They can also be quite secretive and mysterious, which can make them seem intimidating to others. Their fears may include betrayal, loss of control, or being exposed as vulnerable. Their aspirations usually involve power, transformation, or self-mastery. This astrological placement gives these individuals great strength, but also a tendency towards obsession and compulsiveness. It bestows both good luck and bad luck in equal measure. The positive aspects of this placement include determination, resourcefulness, passion, and courage. The negative aspects include jealousy, anger issues, manipulation tendencies, and a taste for revenge. There are several deities that could help the Pluto and Scorpio individual to develop spiritually. Hades, Greek god of the underworld; Kali, Hindu goddess of death and destruction; Set, Egyptian god of chaos. Each one of these beings represents different aspects of power and transformation that the Pluto and Scorpio person might wish to tap into. The purpose of their soul may be related to healing deep wounds from past lives, or helping others to confront and transmute their own shadow side. Tarot cards that could offer insight to this individual include the Tower, the Devil, and Death. These cards represent some of the challenges and obstacles that they may face in their lifetime, but also the potential for growth and transformation, if they can learn to embrace change. They can also connect with the Suit of Wands, which represents creativity, passion, and action. Pluto and Sagittarius. Pluto stays in Sagittarius for approximately 13 years. The Pluto and Sagittarius generation is known for being independent, freedom-loving, and optimistic. They are also very intuitive and have a strong connection to the natural world. However, their desire for independence can sometimes make them seem aloof or detached from others. They may also find it difficult to commit to one thing for too long, as they often get bored easily. Their main fears include being trapped or restricted in any way, either by themselves or by others. They may also fear failure and not reaching their full potential in life. Aspirations-wise, they often seek adventure and new experiences, wanting to explore everything that life has to offer them. In terms of luck and power, this placement gives these individuals a great deal of personal power which they can use to manifest their desires into reality. However, they must be careful not to abuse this power, as it could lead to problems down the road. Career-wise, they are usually drawn towards fields that involve travel or adventure, such as writing, photography, or even law enforcement detective work. For guidance, they may wish to turn to the tarot card of the Wheel of Fortune. This card signifies change and movement, indicating that now is the time for them to take control of their own destiny. The main deities that can help them develop are Hades, god of the underworld, and Hecate, goddess of magic and witchcraft. The purpose of their soul is to learn how to master personal power without abusing it. They also need to learn how to commit to something in order to achieve success. Their karmic contract involves clearing any ancestral trauma related to power and control issues. This generation is especially affected by their Chiron placements. Chiron is the wounded healer. As such, they may have some deep-seated issues around power and control which they need to heal in order to move forward in life. Pluto and Capricorn. Pluto stays in Capricorn for approximately 16 years. The Pluto and Capricorn generation is one of great power and potential. They are often very ambitious, and their strong wills can take them far in life. However, they may also be quite fearful, feeling that they have to fight for what they want, or else they will lose out. This can lead to a lot of stress and anxiety. Their astrology placement gives them the ability to transform their lives through hard work and determination, but it also brings some challenges. They may find it difficult to let go of things that are no longer working for them, leading to feelings of stuckness or stagnation. It is important for this generation to learn how to flow with change, rather than resisting it. The tarot card that best represents the Pluto and Capricorn generation is the Hierophant. This card signifies tradition, structure, and authority. It represents the need for this generation to learn the rules in order to be successful. However, it also warns against blindly following the status quo. The Pluto and Capricorn generation needs to strike a balance between respecting tradition and innovation. The deities that best represent the Pluto and Capricorn generation are Hades, Persephone, and Zeus. Hades is the lord of the underworld, representing death and rebirth. He can help this generation to let go of what is no longer working for them and start fresh anew. Persephone is queen of the underworld and wife of Hades. She represents fertility, new beginnings, and transformation. She can help this generation to create something beautiful from their challenges. Zeus is the king of the gods, representing power, strength, and justice. He can help this generation to achieve their goals and fulfill their potential. The purpose of the Pluto and Capricorn generation's soul is to learn how to transform their lives through hard work and determination. They need to learn how to let go of what is no longer working for them, and they need to strike a balance between respecting tradition and innovation. Pluto and Aquarius. Pluto stays in Aquarius for approximately 20 years. The Pluto and Aquarius generation are the ultimate rebels. They're independent, unconventional, and always ready to take on the establishment. They're also incredibly intelligent and have a deep understanding of the world around them. However, their fearlessness can sometimes lead them into dangerous situations, and they can be quite impulsive. Aspirations-wise, this generation wants to change the world. They're idealists who believe that anything is possible if you set your mind to it. In terms of luck and power, those with this astrological placement tend to be very successful, but only if they learn how to channel their energies correctly. Career-wise, this generation is destined for greatness, but again, only if they learn how to harness their powers properly. If you're looking for insight from a tarot card reading about this generation's future, the Fool card is a good one to start with. The Fool represents new beginnings, limitless potential, and unbridled optimism, all qualities that this generation possesses in spades. As for deities that can help them develop, any god or goddess of knowledge would be beneficial. Think Athena, Mercury, Thoth, etc. The purpose of their soul is to learn as much as they can about the world around them, and then use that knowledge to make positive change. Some final words of advice for this generation. Stay true to yourselves and never give up on your dreams. The world needs your passion and insight now more than ever. Pluto and Pisces. Pluto stays in Pisces for approximately 25 years. The Pluto and Pisces generation are old souls who have come back to complete a karmic contract. They are highly sensitive and compassionate, yet also carry the heavy burden of the world's problems on their shoulders. They often feel like they are swimming against the tide, but this is because they are here to help others through tough times. Their astrology placement affects their luck by making them natural healers and givers of compassion. However, it can also make them vulnerable to being taken advantage of or feeling overwhelmed by life's challenges. Despite these challenges, the Pluto and Pisces generation have great potential for growth and transformation. With the help of supportive tarot cards and deities, they can overcome any obstacle and fulfill their soul's purpose. Cards like the Star, the Sun, and the Empress represent hope, positivity, and fertility, perfect for this generation of witches. Deities like Isis, Demeter, and Bridget can also assist in their development. These deities represent fertility, protection, and inspiration, perfect for helping the Pluto and Pisces generation to thrive. This generation must learn to trust their intuition and follow their heart. If they can do this, they will be able to fulfill their karmic contract and help others in a truly meaningful way.